I became interested in secret societies when I was at university, and I really didn't think, I thought they were a myth, and then when I became a senior I found out that they weren't, and that within this already elite institution there was an even smaller elite group or groups that had their own rules and their own mysteries and their own culture, and that these people were very powerful throughout the world and in the United States.
Skull and Bones has had a long and very interesting history, including Wild Bill Donovan and the formation of the OSS, which became the CIA, its membership of Averell Harriman, George Bush Jr., who may be our next president of the United States, George Bush being the director of the CIA, kind of a tradition of Yale's Skull and Bones CIA, sort of lurking in there somewhere, keeping secrets, secret societies. It's all true. Whether the rituals as we've portrayed them are true, we've made them up to be cinematic and dramatic and, fun to watch. But they're based in truth. The roots are true.
The skulls are actually, in real life, the Skull and Bones, and they certainly exist. And they exist at several different Ivy League institutions, but the great granddaddy of them all is the Skull and Bones, founded in 1832. And the parallels are vastly different and hugely similar. And there's only so much that anybody knows about what goes on within the hallowed halls of the Skull's tomb. So what we do know, we tried to incorporate into the film, and then we dramatized, fictionalized after that.
As scary as it is, you have to remember this is just a movie, and it couldn't always be this bad. I mean, this is just someone's story, and this just happens to be, a way of the writer showing the dark side.
When you look at this, you see it's a moral tale that friendship is so precious that it should not be, like, money can come along, and money is very enticing, and you think it's going to change your life, but it can. I mean, not that money is the root of all evil, but in a strange way with this movie, it kind of is. You don't get anything for free.
What's so interesting about the film is that everybody parallels each other. All the characters really do. The acting as if the ends justify the means, thinking that their ends are the ends that are the superior ends to attempting to achieve something. You and I are Maury's, right? Having a good time drinking, talking to some girls, and Caleb Mandrake and your 7 new friends come in. You gonna sit with them or sit with me? You gonna introduce me, or is that against the rules? What?
How do you know about Caleb?
You see, Chloe's already on first name basis.
No bullshit, Will. How do you know about Caleb Mandrake?
Call it a guess. But Caleb's not the issue, all right? The issue's us. For Will, he really believes that this organization is just bad, and he wants to really investigate it. However, he goes through some shady things to get there and ends up meeting a shady demise.
Will, help me! Somebody help me!
Luke and Will and Chloe they're all each other's touchstones. And when Will is out of the equation, I think it's just a moment of clarity of sometimes maybe you take things for granted. Like you get in stupid fights over something really, really dumb. And for a moment where you lose focus with him leaving us, you see these two people go, no more. And we're much stronger as a team, and you really see them band together, and you see their strength so much as a team, and you really see that support, and it's so beautiful. And they realize that they're in love with each other.
Chloe,
You
just
got me
promise me
involved.
this
I'm
one.
involved.
I can't
Look,
move forward
I'm
if I think that
involved.
you're in danger.
I'm gonna be
Please.
there for you, okay?
Do you
I'm
understand
part
what
of
these
this
people
too,
are
okay?
capable
I do
of? These
understand,
people will
okay?
kill you.
I'm in love with you.
The funny thing about the relationship with Chloe for Luke is that, typical stupid male, he's got it all backwards. He thinks it is his assumption that he couldn't possibly be good enough for this woman because he is the outsider and he's the mutt and he's the guy who is not pedigreed. He doesn't have the wealth or the fame or the family or the connections. And he sees his indoctrination into the Skulls as the door opening for him being able to finally say, hey, here I am. On her side, the only thing that is interesting about him is that he's not one of those guys, because those are the guys that she's known her entire life.
Lucas, I've been looking all over for you. I need to talk to you right now.
Chloe, this is Caleb Mandrake.
We've met at Exeter.
Luke and Caleb they're so opposite in where they come from and who they are. And that's why they attract and they bond the way that they do. Lucas is self-made and he's done everything on his own. Nothing was handed to him. And Caleb respects him for that.
Hey! Don't let go, Luke! Don't let go!
If I was Luke and I saw a guy like Caleb, I'd go, that's everything that I want to be. That's everything that I don't have, and it's everything that I want. And on the other hand, he's like a brother. Luke is a guy who has no family. He has Hill's character, he has Will, but he has no family. And he sees, he sees this cool guy. He sees the man who welcomes him with open arms, and he goes, hey, this guy's my family now. This is where I've always wanted to be. This is, if I could have painted you the picture of what my brother would have looked like, it'd have been this guy. So I think that's why the world of the Skulls is so seductive. Because they tell you, hey, everything that you've dreamed of, we got it. It's right over here. Come on in.
You are a menace to society.
To expose to this target audience, this new generation of filmgoers, this genre of the thriller, set in a world they know or want to know about, college. And at the center of it is Josh Jackson, presented with, in a sense, a Faust metaphor, a Faust story. Okay, here, Faust, here's all the things that you want in life. Sign on the dotted line, give me your soul. You can have anything you want. And he ultimately has to make this incredible moral choice, and then has to go into action based on the moral choice he makes, knowing it's a great risk to himself, knowing that he's going to give up all that he ever wanted to make the right choice and do the right thing. Does it, wins love, and does it successfully, wins his own soul back. I thought that was a really good story for young people. They need that.
Here we go. Bow your heads, the Skull.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough to tell when the secret society ends and the university begins. We know you're up there.
Yeah, we know you're down there.
Don't expect an answer. The CIA was founded inside those walls.
Yes, they were, but back in World War II, when they were still the good guys.
Oh, yeah, the good guys. Well, say what you want. All I know is if it's secret and it's elite, it can't be good. The way that I approach my work is that I want to get to know somebody if I'm playing their best friend. So getting to know Leslie and Josh really well has been a joy for me because I have 2 new friends, which is great. But it also informed our work, and I think that you'll see relationships on screen amongst young people that hopefully they haven't seen before. Hopefully it'll be much more organic and much more real and entertaining.
We're all friends and we hang out, so I see them like as geeks, and like we're all goofy together, and we laugh and they pick on me and all this stuff. So to me, it's weird to see girls go, oh, it's Josh, oh, it's Paul, oh, it's Hill, and I'm like, oh, it's a geek.
It was nice to be able to be part of the process of building the team this time and be there from the inception instead of, usually I'm like a hired gun. I'm a guy who comes in at the very last minute. But this time I was there for the baby steps and was there as everybody came on, and it became more of like a family atmosphere, which is nice. It's nice to go to work every day with people that you're comfortable with.
It's been one of the most exciting experiences of my long career that I hope will be longer, but just to work with them and to feel that familial thing that doesn't often happen, and that sounds corny when you talk about it, that critics and journalists always poo-poo because they think it's just Hollywood hyperbole. But in the case of this film, that feeling really did exist.
Who do you think is pulling the strings around here, huh? They're watching you, they're watching me. They control everything. They control everything we do, including him. Even him.
I've heard about enough.
All right, hey, whoa, hey. You guys stay back. Keep them back. Hey.
You're working with fresh, optimistic people, not jaded by this industry, not broken by failures and disappointments, just ready to tear life, you know, with their teeth, rip it right out and get a good chunk for themselves, and open to ideas and open to trying things and not set in any bad patterns yet or old habits, not relying on a bag of tricks. And that's been a great thrill for me.
And to be put in an environment with a guy like Rob specifically, who is he is absolutely the leader of this movie. He is the helmsman. A guy who has the strong desire to tell stories with messages and with story that don't just work on one level and aren't just, you know, the young kids in a slasher movie or whatever it is. So, yeah, it is Rob's influence, and it is nice to be a part of that group.
The thing that goes through my head more than anything else is, I don't know, I feel like I really worked with a director that I really clicked with. And when I talk to my agent, or I talk to my representatives back home, the thing I say over and over again is that I either want to work with Rob again, or I want to work with someone just like him.
I felt so safe with Rob Cohen. I never really felt, I mean, I totally felt challenged every day I went to set, but he made it, he always would say to me, he was like, jump off the cliff, I'll catch you. Make choices, take risks, but we're here, I'm here with you, this is a team effort. And knowing that, it didn't become a challenge, it became, what are we gonna do today?
Every day I've gone back home and I've said to myself, you know, Josh really outdid himself today. He took chances. And my job was to set the context in which Josh and Paul and Leslie Hill, they would take the chances because they knew that no failure would ever be criticized, that there was a safety net underneath them, meaning me, that would never let them fall through, never let them look foolish. And if they tried something that didn't work, would come up and say, that didn't work, let's try this. And that they could express everything they wanted to express and know that it would be received gratefully by me and the crew, and that in that womb of security, which is not normally what a movie is about, they would learn to expand and explore and discover in themselves the joy that they deserve because of who they are, and they all are very deserving people.